Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Welcome into Golf Central. Rich Lerner alongside Brandel Chambly. This forevermore is known as the Bryson, right? Made it famous at the 6T on Saturday. He only hit at 377 today. Brandel, what he did at the 6, we won't soon forget. But it's what he did at the last hole, 5-footer, with that putter that got him the W here at the Arnold Palmer Invitational.
It was the last hole, it was the 4th hole, it was the 11th hole, it was bludgeoning some golf balls out of the thick rough, it was the pitch at the 6th hole. So yeah, I mean, the drives that he hits get the lion's share of the attention, but we would not be talking about him if he didn't have, and I think in the show you said, a holistic approach, a complete game, which was on evident display at the U.S. Open and once again right here at Bay Hill.
Yeah, he beats you with a wrecking ball. He can also beat you with that razor. Bryson DeChambeau, after the win, it's career victory number 8 with Steve Burkowski.
4 straight rounds under par gets the job done for Bryson. What's your immediate reaction to the last 5 hours here at Bay Hill?
I'm glad I made that last putt. I did not want to go into a playoff. You know, I took a little extra time on that just because I knew that ball was aimed a little too far right, and sure enough, took a deep breath and was able to execute and knock it in. But first and foremost, you know, I got to thank personally Chris Como, Tiger Woods even. He helped me out quite a bit today, this morning, talking to him through text. But also Chris Como, we've been talking even before the round. 10 minutes before the round, I called him and was talking about my golf swing. And so there's just numerous people that have helped me get this victory. My caddy worked really hard, Tim Tucker, Brett, obviously my agent, manager Connor. We all work hard every day. We were out here super late last night, just like I was at the U.S. Open, working hard to try and figure out my golf swing. Albeit I didn't figure it out all the way, I was able to come through clutch in the end and execute the shots when I needed to and win this golf tournament.
What was the message Tiger shared with you in general terms?
You know, we just talked about, you know, he's obviously struggling a little bit, and I said to him that it's not about how many times you get kicked down, it's about how many times you get back up and keep fighting. And he's like, Roger that, and that's exactly what he's doing and what I was able to do and focus on today. I mean, he really inspired me to keep pushing through. He's in a much worse situation than I am, and I'm just blessed to be playing golf. And you know, this was for Tiger.
What does it mean to you to receive a message from Tiger, considering what he's had to endure the last 10 days?
It's incredible for him to think of me during his moments of you know, injuries and trouble. For him to even just think about me was pretty amazing. I mean, it's definitely playing an emotional toll on me right now. Because he cares about me, and I really appreciate that. He's inspired me. I grew up looking at him and idolizing him and thinking he was something I wanted to be when I was out here on tour, and to be able to get it done in Mr. Palmer's place where he's had so much success was quite an honor.
A lot of pivotal moments out here for you today. Where does the 11th hole in the par rank for you?
Yeah, that was massive. To have a plug bunker shot, I knew I couldn't miss it there, and unfortunately knew I was going to get a plug bunker shot on that 3rd shot, and I got it out like I should have. And then it was just about hitting a good putt, and I hit a great putt, and you know, just like I did in the last hole even, a lot of putts looking like they were going in today, and the one on 11 went in, which was massive for my momentum.
What does it mean for you to win here, the Arnold Palmer Invitational, considering the relationship you had?
Yeah, to win at Mr. Palmer's event, it's nothing short of incredibly special. I hold him high in my notebook of people that I believe have had the most influence in the game, and I think he is somebody that every golfer should be looking up to, and I know I did. When I was at the Walker Cup, we actually went over to Latrobe and met with him in his office, and you know, he talked about make your signature legible, and that stuck with me for the rest of my life, and it will, and it continues to do so as my signature is one of the clearest on tour, and he has an influence even after his life. That's how amazing Mr. Palmer is. And he'll continue to do so for the rest of golf history.
Bryson, congratulations. Well done.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right. We talk so often about how good he is with the science. We just heard he's really good with the history. Brandel, I found it fascinating that Tiger's reaching out to Bryson this morning. So really nice to know that Tiger's watching a little golf. He's paying attention, and he's on the mend from the car accident. Curious, what are the parallels between Tiger and Bryson as you see it?
Well, I think Tiger, would have a lot of respect for somebody who took a risk like Bryson took to change his golf swing. Tiger similarly took that risk 3, 4, 5 times. You could count at home, depending upon which swing change you're thinking of most recent, but you think about what Tiger did. I mean, he had the most dominant, consistent game of all time and decided to tear it down and build it back up again. That's exactly what Bryson DeChambeau has done, and in a different way than Tiger. Tiger, we couldn't really relate to anything Tiger was doing. We can't really relate to anything Bryson's doing, but in a different way, he's going to grow the game and change the game, because Tiger brought more athletes to the game. Bryson's going to make those athletes better athletes.
Bryson DeChambeau goes to the top of the FedEx Cup standings, goes from 11th all the way to 6th in the official World Golf rankings. He becomes the first multiple winner on tour this season. How many different guys
21 events coming in here with a different winner, 21 weeks in a row. Unparalleled parity on the PGA Tour was just upset.
But for the 16th hole, after Westwood hit a really good drive and had only 157 and couldn't convert and make the birdie, settled for a par. Soon-to-be 48-year-old Englishman might have been the winner here. But in any event, it was a game effort by Westwood.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to watch. I like it. You know, he's obviously, you can see the shape of him. He's worked hard in the gym, and you know, he's worked on his technique to hit it a long way, and it's not easy to hit it that as straight as he hits it, as far as he hits it. So, you know, people are going to have advantages, and his is obviously length. He can overpower a golf course, so it's fun to watch, I think.
That said, though, you're right there, and you know, you figure out a way to stay in touch with him. So you just have to put that out of your mind when you're playing him, or playing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not short myself. You know, I think I hit it about 350 yards down 16. I only went in with wedge into that par 5, and but what impressed me about Bryson today, some of the iron shots he hit into the wind, the way he kept the ball down, and 17, 7, par 3, 2, you know. And he's got a big advantage. He was hitting 6-iron off some tees where I was hitting a hybrid on the par 4s to get in the fairway, and, you know, really knocking it down and holding it into the wind. And, you know, that's an aspect of his game I don't think people appreciate.
Lee, I think a lot of people think a way to combat distance from a course setup standpoint is grow the rough, shrink the fairways. But then Bryson went and won at Winged Foot. He won here. Is there anything that can be done to kind of mitigate some of his distance?
It's definitely not to make golf courses longer. That'll just play into, you'll have everybody trying to hit it as far as they can. You know, I think it's nice that Bryson does what he does, and that, you know, he's unique to doing that. I think if everybody did it, then, you know, I think it would kind of get out of control. But yeah, making golf courses, you know, grow in the rough. There's an art to, you know, he hit some shots out of the rough today, like 9 and 15. There's an art to judging a lie, and you know, seeing how it's going to come out, and if it's going to release or not, whether it's going to come out soft. That's
Lee Westwood impressed with Bryson DeChambeau. We all are. Brandel, outside of Tiger, the obvious, is DeChambeau now the biggest star in the game?
Oh yeah. You know, I mean, when you talk about star, the most accomplished player comes to mind. But when you, and in that way, no, he's not. But when you sort of blend or braid accomplishment with interest,
there you go.
Yes, he is the biggest star in the game, and certainly the most fun as we head to the Players' Championship. We're already talking and thinking about what he might do off the 18th tee.
Yeah.
Could he drive that green? Well, check back with us next week. We'll let you know.
In fact, check back with us Monday evening, 7 Eastern, for Live from the Players.